Hello Aquarius and welcome to Quarter Moon Tarot. Let's start your reading, Aquarius. And if you like the reading and it has given you some insight, do give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate your feedback. So what do we start with? Nine of Swords. This is a card of anxiety. Let's see what you're anxious about. What is keeping you awake at night? What is bothering you? It's like you just cannot get to sleep. Insomnia could be there for some of you, and some of you could have just been staying awake at night, just wondering what people said to you. Maybe it was just a casual remark, or maybe some kind of a conversation which keeps playing on and on in your head, or you're very, very distressed about a situation. Let us analyze this. Four of Cups, the Temperance, and the Queen of Swords. So there has been some kind of a conversation, which is changing things for you, but it has changed the dynamics of something completely. That's what I feel. But it is you're taking your time to get a grip around the situation. There is this feminine figure who has spoken something to you in very clear terms. She's the Queen of Swords energy, someone who does speak the truth, but they do not know how to put it across nicely. They do not have the time and patience to tell you things in a nice way. They just tell you the truth, and the very, very blunt truth. Often enough it is telling you, what is working, what is not working, what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. They tell you, have that very blunt way of saying, that what is this you are doing, it's not going to get you anywhere. Why don't you do something better? So the intention is to tell you that you need to stop doing what you're doing, but the way they put it across is a little hurtful. And I think that is what you're experiencing, that it's like kind of pulling you down, that why does somebody have to speak to me in such a manner? You can always choose good words, but probably this person, this feminine figure, really doesn't know how to do that. So the intention is never bad, but their tongue can be a little sharp, and that's what is making you feel a little unhappy. And of course, I wouldn't say a little unhappy, it's making you quite unhappy and getting very anxious about it. Two of Cups, Judgment, and the Prince of Swords. So this entire situation here, it's about that every time you start patching up relationships, you start there is a relationship which does require some kind of healing, and you've been healing this for a pretty long time. With the Judgment, you always look back and you say that I've tried my best to patch up with this person, but they always land up saying things which hurt me emotionally, and they cause me a lot of distress. Right? With the Prince of Swords over here, it is the Page of Swords. So there is a lot of mental stress, a lot of confusion. Your thoughts are all over the place, too many thoughts in your head. They don't give you any peace of mind, just because the way a person is speaking. You are trying very hard to bring a new balance into the past equation you have with this person, but somehow I think every time you feel that you've reached a certain level of patching up, a certain level of healing, boom, this entire thing plays out all over again, and you're back to square one. I do not know why I get that, but it's definitely there. Some person, some feminine figures, words, speech, conversation, it's like it really hurts you, Aquarius, and you do try very hard, to bring the, heal the past, but it kind of has the tendency to, rush into your life all over again. And speaking of which, we've again got Queen of Pentacles. This is another, kind of mother figure, but somebody who's very nurturing, who's very caring, quite the opposite of the Queen of Swords. She's not a bad person at heart, but this particular lady over here, it could be you, it could be someone else, really knows how to soothe those ruffled feathers, to nurture you, to look after you, to ease you, ease your suffering, let's say, to like just soothe your ruffled feathers. Right? She knows how to do it, and let's see what this energy is also about. So far it's about a person. We have the Two of Pentacles here, so we've got yet another card of Pentacles. It talks of getting very practical with things. Two of Wands, because you realize that the situation will forever be like this way, that way, back and forth. It's always going to play up again and again and again with the Judgment card, regardless of how many times you've tried to heal it. How many times you've offered the olive branch, you want to have peace for yourself, but somehow this person, this lady always turns around, and the entire thing gets replayed again. So you are also wondering that you really need to stop doing this and stop living in this seesaw kind of a situation where it is going to be this that, no third thing. But now you've put down your foot, Aquarius. You're really very sure that you don't want to get into this back and forth cycle. You need to look beyond this. You've been dealing with this for a very long time. Exactly, the Ace of Swords just confirms that the clarity now will start coming to you, that there's no point trying to keep patching up, no point trying to fix the past. You are doing your best, but the other person doesn't like to change. You need to nurture yourself. You need to see what is going to work for you, what is going to keep you healthy, what is going to keep you balanced, what is going to keep you grounded, what is a practical and the best possible solution for you is to look beyond trying to patch up. And I think that clarity is really coming towards you. Ten of Pentacles, you really want to put an end to this situation. It's definitely to a large extent it's a family based situation where this person could be part of your family. It could be your any other organization, a place you work with, community, any other group which feels like family. But in more cases, I think it is directly the family where you feel that you really need to cut away from this particular person, because this back and forth is really getting to you a lot. Seven of Cups, you sometimes you might get very confused, are you doing the right thing, but intuitively what is the best thing, you know and the Lovers, to finally walk a path which you feel connected to. You need to just change your road now, Aquarius. I think you feel that you've reached the end of this road and the journey with this person. With the Lovers, the choice is also yours, whether you want to continue walking the road, or you want to put an end to this road and take on another one. So with the Seven of Cups, the confusion is there, but the intuition is also very, very strong that you cannot walk this path with this person anymore. The clarity has come, the ending has come. Two of Wands is all about looking at brand new horizon and stopping this tightrope walk, trying to make the balance, keep the balance all the time with this person and the relationship. It really wears you out physically as well as mentally. Let's continue your reading now. What's coming up for Aquarius? The Page of Cups. Again, it's strong intuitive energy as well as learning to accept and tune into your intuitive energy. It's also a card of creativity. It's all about experimenting with like a child there, that I feel like doing this, let me try doing this, how is it going to work, I'll just play it by the ear, just let me see where my intuition takes me, what my inner feelings where are they guiding me to. That kind of very young energy, someone starting out learning these kind of how to deal with their emotions, experimenting. That kind of young energy is there in the Page of Cups. And going by your reading, I feel you that Aquarius, you are really feeling that I need to follow my intuition and see where it takes me. Ace of Wands, absolutely. You want to start tuning into your energy, I would say, right? You really want to see that I must start with this, that new burst of energy within you, which tells you to choose a path, to put something to an end, to follow, you're the clarity of thought. You've got two aces over here, which talks of, beginnings, right? And the Prince of Cups and the Eight of Wands. You want to move ahead with this cautiously, because we have the fiery energy, the Wands energy, the energy of spirituality combined with intuition. You want to proceed with this new path. You feel that energy in you. You feel that it's just calling out to you. It's telling you that please try out this. Follow your intuition, follow your spiritual and guidance, which is talking to you very, very strongly, Aquarius. The High Priestess completely backs this entire reading. It's you know what to do. You have an inner knowing, you have that inner wisdom, you have that inner guidance, that I need to do this very quietly, and I need to work with my energy and allow it to take me to a path which on that road of on that road of spirituality, where you live by what your spiritual guidance is telling you. You live by what your intuition is telling you. You want to experiment with this. You want to experiment with your spiritual energy. You want to work with your intuitive energy. You want to walk that road where you see that if it is guiding you to move away from something, you have that voice inside you which says, yeah, let me give it a try, let me give it a shot, let me listen to my inner guidance, let me listen to my spiritual guidance, let me see the road it takes me to. Because you also have an understanding that all this guidance comes because your well-being is very, very important in this entire thing. You have figured out that what you've got, the discernment now that I need to look after myself. I need to stop entertaining relationships and people which always lead me to stress, which always lead me to unhappiness, no matter how much I'm doing. You're getting that realization about what is not working, and you have to see that how much will you keep doing this and how much will you keep sacrificing yourself. You suddenly have that urge, Aquarius, to bring that focus back to yourself, to bring that focus to your well-being, to bring that focus to what matters to you, what like I said, what adds to you. You want to look after yourself, and not constantly sacrifice yourself for this relationship or for this person, or keep taking up whatever they throw your way, I would say, because it's very harsh energy. For lack of a better word, I'm using that. It's very strong, but that's exactly what this reading is about. This person is very has that very dominating energy as well, and you've realized that you've been dealing with it for very long. You don't want to, and now you want to look after yourself. Your energy has been pushing you and nudging you that like, get up and see, just take a look at yourself and see what's working. Focus on yourself, focus on yourself. So that's what I'm getting for you, Aquarius. Princess of Wands, more fiery energy for you, right? So it's like it's all the stage is set for you to walk this path, to utilize this energy, to work with it, to experiment with it, to start following it, to see where it is going to take you. After all, it is that energy which guides everybody, right? And I think it's like the calling is becoming very, very strong for you. Even with the Judgment card, I do get it. I mean, the Judgment card pertains to this, but it also ties the entire reading together. So this has been your calling also quite for quite some time, Aquarius, that it's been calling out to you that look back and just use that spiritual perspective to clear up a few things for yourself. We have humor over here. It's just basically the spiritual energy does tell you not to take life very seriously and its events very seriously. It is a journey, it is a passage, it is an experience, right? It is not what our life is all about. There's lots to our life, so it's best to take everything, hold everything very lightly, not tie yourself down to anything, because everything at the end of it has to leave us. We are also going to our journey is also going to come to an end. We are also going to say goodbye to everything around us, right? Basically it says that hold things lightly and don't tie yourself down to too many things, because it's only going to kind of spoil our energy. So hold it lightly, and when it is not working, it'll be easy for you to let it go. You need to be brave with this, Aquarius, to follow this path. It is going to, because you're looking at big disconnections for yourself, big roads coming to an end, big roads waiting to start walking on. So it is definitely going to require courage and the end of a situation. You have to bring about the end to this for yourself, because this thing is not serving you in any nice way, Aquarius. You need to bring about a change, you need to bring about a transformation. Only we can do this for ourselves, nobody else can. And to bring about changes, endings, beginnings really does take courage, but you have it in you. Your reading is definitely promising that the time is very ripe to bring about this transformation. So you just need to follow your intuitive energy, your spiritual energy, the guidance it is giving you. You've got the High Priestess here, you have it all in you, Aquarius. You just now need to take the steps towards whatever this is telling you, and don't get scared, because you are being looked after. That energy knows what you've got to leave and what you need to embrace in the future. So trust it and know that that is the energy which is having the experience. It's just through the body you experience it, right? So don't give your physical self so more importance than the energy which is driving that physical self. follow that. It knows the path better than our brain can analyze it. So just follow that, and take one step at a time. You will see the response the universe also gives you for every step and every initiative you take, right? So with that, I'll wrap up your reading. Thank you for watching.